Yeah. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for tuning in for another interview with King Solomon Entertainment here on the King Solomon Entertainment platform. We're here with the KS News. Wonderful great guests today on our platform. Can't wait to share with you who it is. Before we do that, we had to ask you guys to make sure you guys share this video. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys comment. We like to hear from you, feedback. King Solomon Entertainment on YouTube. The comments and the links. All the links are in the comments. So make sure you guys hit the links. Make sure you guys share. Make sure you guys let people know that we're live now and we can get everything going at the same time. We want to also thank our partners and our sponsors for their support. We want to thank heartforheart.org. We want to thank Hill for Hill. We want to also thank GQAutoConnect.com for their wonderful support and Amanda J. Rosette physicaltherapy.org for their wonderful support. If you want to sponsor and partner with us, connect with us on our official website, kingsolomonentertainment.tv for our official website. Connect with us. We'll let you know how to partner with us. If you want to support us directly, our cash app right there. Thank you guys so much for all your support. And then, just subscribe, share on our platform. That's right there. That's our link right there, also across the banner. So without further ado, hey, everybody's coming on in. Instagram is going crazy, man. Everybody's coming on in. We want to thank you guys. And right now, we want to introduce our guest. This is a dear friend of mine. He's friends to the show. He's been on here several times. Be glad to have him back. He's just been traveling the whole world. We have world travel blogger Philly Don with us today. Thank you, brother, for coming back to the show. Thank you.
What's going on? What's good? How's it going, everybody? What's going on with you, Solomon?
Man, you know how it is. It's rough out here on these YouTube streets and on this internet.
I like that these
you know what I'm saying? It's rough. So, we just got to keep going, got to be consistent. We got to be, persistent and consistent. You know what I'm saying? So, here. And so, introduce yourself to our audience. It's been a minute. I know, you have been doing your thing, traveling the world. We can't wait to talk to you, catch up with you. Let them know who you are and what you do, my friend.
My name is the one and only Philly Dom. The one and only Philly Dom. I'm a travel blogger, travel YouTuber, travel content creator, whatever name you want to give me, that's what I am. I travel, around to different countries. I've been to a couple countries, maybe like 20 countries. I still got a lot of countries to travel to. I've been repeating some of the same countries lately, so that's not helping my conquest of going to all the countries I need to go to. But I'm a travel blogger, and Solomon's a good friend of mine. I came on to talk about some of my trips, some of my travels, what's going on next, what's going on with my YouTube channel, and everything. We're talking everything travel. That's what we're talking about today.
Okay. So yeah, for sure, man. So I'm excited about having you on. See if I can adjust my sound. I don't know what's wrong. Somebody said my sound is not clear. See if I can adjust my sound. But yeah, thank you so much for coming back and sharing with us about your world travels and all the things consist of traveling, because it's so interesting that we talk to you to give us some insight about that, because we all want to know when we're traveling. We want to travel with the awareness of how to travel effectively and safely, most importantly, and have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Without have to worry about all the other things that can't be ignored with traveling. You know what I'm saying? And so we're so excited about having you here to let us in on that awareness and how to make sure we travel safe. You know what I'm saying?
Not a problem.
Yeah. So let's get into it. Today we're talking about travel blogging, world traveling, and traveling on a budget. That's the topic today. So let's start with when you travel, what are some of the things that is essential in regards to traveling on a budget? When you, from booking your ticket to everything else, what cost do you factor in?
You want to try to get the cheapest flights you can get. I mean, sometimes I have a friend, D, down in El Salvador. She books a lot of my tickets. So she goes on cheaptickets.com, Google prices, different websites. I don't know all of them offhand because she does it for me. So she tries to get me some of the
cheap tickets, Travelocity,
yes,
Priceline,
yes,
yeah.
There's so many of them. It's like a gamut. It's so many of them.
Yes,
it's so many of them. So that in itself helps me out a lot. So I get pretty cheap tickets no matter where I go in the world. So that's a good thing. And also, when I get to my location, I always people laugh at me. They tease me about this. They think it's funny. I'm a grown man. They like, why do you stay in hostels? I try to stay in the cheapest places as possible. Right now, I'm in an Airbnb here in El Salvador, but it's next to the hostel I used to stay at. But
Okay.
but it's good to stay in hostels because they're pretty cheap. People look down on them. They say, "Oh, you don't get your privacy," but you can get private rooms. But I like to stay among the people, and plus the rooms are cheap. You're talking like maybe $10 a night, $20 a night, maybe $15 a night. Even if you're traveling somewhere, I would tell anybody if you're going somewhere new, try to stay in a hostel for like the first 2 or 3 nights when you first get there. We talking about people that's traveling. If you're traveling with your family and all that, that's different. You want to get hotels and Airbnb. But as a solo traveler, because usually I'm traveling by myself, sometimes I'm traveling with other content creators, other times I'm traveling by myself. Staying at the hostels is the cheapest way you can travel. It's the cheapest way.
Yeah,
The
and I
next
like the
cheapest way I
idea.
think is Airbnbs.
And I also like the idea of being a travel blogger in hostels is that you want to be working most of the time. Yeah, you traveling and you want to enjoy the way you're going, but really want to just sleep because most of the time you're going to be working and really want to see the city and
That's true.
make the most of your day. So
You're
you're
right,
not going
man.
to be all day in no room anyway. You're going
Nope.
to be all day out seeing, where
Yeah,
you are.
that's true. That's true. Because
So
you
hostels just somewhere to
that's true.
sleep. You want to keep it moving, so it's essential. It makes sense. So yeah, for sure.
Also, you can control what you eat. I mean, lately, I've been controlling when I eat a little bit because I have high blood pressure now, so I gotta watch what I eat. But usually, you try to eat cheap as possible. A lot of countries that you go to, like El Salvador, you can get meals for like $2, $2
Yeah.
and 50 cent US, and you can survive off that. Also, when you stay in a hostel or also in an Airbnb as well, you can go grocery shopping and you can cook your own food, and that'll save you a little bit of money too, as well.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Definitely cook your own food and think of those ways to really be essential in your traveling because you want to definitely might do some activities or excursions where you go. You never know. So you want to
That's true.
save your money for the really the fulfillment of where you are. If somewhere you want to go is like have swimming with the dolphins or something good you want to do,
Yeah,
you
that's
want to
true.
definitely use that money for those type of activities
You're
and
100% right.
save costs where you could save costs at. You know what I'm saying? And so that's really smart. So that's good. So yeah, really good.
So I just try to be, cheap as possible. You know what I mean? I'm not rich. People think I'm rich. They see me traveling. They say,
Hmm.
"Oh, Philly Dom, you got like 50,000 subscribers." I'm not rich. I don't have
Right.
money like that.
Right.
Matter of fact, I just locked down a second stream of income. Like I'm gonna start working. Well, I'm in training right now to work on Amazon it's called Amazon Arbitrage. Like you basically sell. You go shopping online and you get stuff from cheaper places and you sell it to Amazon and Amazon sells it for a higher price and then y'all split. They take some of the money, you get some of the money back, and then it builds and it builds. So I'm doing that as well.
Wow.
And the YouTube, I mean, it's been paying pretty good. I'm not where I want to be, far as money wise with it, because
Yeah.
I got a son to take care of. I got other responsibilities and other stuff going on in the states that I need to take care of at all times. I still got college loans. I got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
But YouTube is definitely paying, but it's working out for me because I really hustled and grind for this. I mean, I thank God every day for that the pandemic. Not in the sense of people dying and all that. I'm not saying that, but it actually tightened everybody up and showed them that there's other ways that you can make money now out there. There's other ways you can make money. You can make money online and you can do other things to make money. So that's where in that sense it was helpful to me because it showed me now I stepped out on faith and I went full fledged with my YouTube channel and now it's been moving along because I'm a hustler anyway. Anything I do, I put my heart into it and I work hard with it. You know what I mean? I'm not probably like the best YouTuber or anything like that, travel YouTuber or anything like that, but I'm definitely one of the most consistent. I'm always putting out content and always hustling and I'm always trying to find angles to improve my craft.
No, that's what it's really about. You got to be consistent and you have to perfect it. So, how other way you want to perfect something if you don't do it all the time, if you don't, adjust where you need to adjust, and that's the thing about it. And so, definitely being consistent and adjusting where to be adjusting at. But
Mhm.
definitely for me, this pandemic has been so great because I've been able to regroup I've been able to rebrand. I've been able to really kind of get organized and
Okay.
strategize
Yeah, I
and
hear you.
what I want to do and how I want to do it. And all those things that I wasn't able to do because we didn't have the time before, now you have no excuse to want to do it. And so I didn't have much of an internet presence prior to. I did live shows,
Okay.
live events, but the pandemic has helped me to really focus on the virtual audience, the internet audience, because if I would have been doing both of those simultaneously like I should have been doing, it would have been definitely a lot more better now. But I'm glad that I've done this because guess what? Now that things are open back up, I'm not going to abandon my virtual audience. I'm not going to forget. I'm going to keep a presence, on virtual, and now I'm back doing live shows and stuff like that. So
Okay.
it's a combination of both. So I'm
Yeah, just
really
be
excited.
consistent, my brother. Just be consistent, Solomon. Be consistent. Be consistent. If you're on Instagram, be consistent on Instagram. If you're on
Yeah,
YouTube, be consistent on YouTube.
yeah,
I mean, I still got to work on my Instagram. I still got to be more consistent on there
yeah,
because, I'm consistent on YouTube, but I always focus so much energy on YouTube. I need to focus some more energy on
yeah.
Instagram. Since I'm traveling so much to get more content and pictures and different things on my Instagram to build that up as well, to build up
No,
my
we should
following.
definitely create something original for Instagram. Maybe we could do a duo and create something original for Instagram specifically. That's the
Okay.
thing too. Because there's one girl, she created a show
Uh huh.
called Singles, and
Hmm.
she matched people up to date, like a matchmaker, and it's
Hmm.
called Singles, and it started right here on Instagram, and now her show have taken off, and it's really big. It's really big. Yeah,
Oh,
so
that's
something
cool. That's
like that,
cool.
something original for Instagram. We could target it towards traveling and just keep our Instagram presence and continue to grow. That's what it's about.
Cool. Cool.
That's what
Cool
it's about,
indeed.
man. So traveling on a budget. So get once you got that great ticket price and you have done what you do to have affordable living, take care of your living arrangement. Now,
Mhm.
how do you go up? Let's do uh doing our homework before we get somewhere, like learn about where we're going before we get there. How
Mhm.
important that is, because you don't, maybe I might be going to a war zone. You don't know.
Yeah, that's true. You're right about that. It's important for you to do your research. But to be honest with you, to be honest, totally, totally honest, I don't do that much research before I go to a country. I mean,
Mm,
I hear stuff and I know about the country, unless it's like a new country I never been to, or I heard too much about that country. I might do a little bit. I don't really do too much research. Once I hit the ground running, I figure it out. But I do set up my home base. I know, okay, this is a hostel I can stay at. This is an Airbnb I can stay at. I don't really do too much. I don't do too much research, but I would tell the average traveler or the regular traveler, whatever you want to call yourself, do your
yeah,
research, do your due diligence, so you know what's going on. I
yeah,
travel so much, so it's almost like second nature to me. I can
yeah.
probably go to a country and I can fill it out within like 2 or 3 days.
You can
That
adjust pretty
city or
good.
that area, I can adjust because that's all I've been doing for the last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah,
Jumping off a plane in this country, going to that country, sitting in this country, sitting in that country. And I mean, I've been in crazy places like Haiti. I've been in wild places like the Dominican Republic, man.
mm,
I've been on quote unquote one of the most dangerous countries in the world. El Salvador. I don't see none of that while I'm here. I know it's happening, but I don't see none of that. It's nothing but cool people, friendly people here. But most people wouldn't even jump off a plane and take a chance to come to El Salvador just because of
reputation they have.
with the reputation with the media has portrayed
Yeah.
this country to be.
Oh, they're the machetes and all that, they say.
Yeah.
I'm scared because yeah,
Yeah.
it's good. Yeah, I'm glad we'll see.
Yeah.
You gotta get back with you on that.
Oh
But
man.
no, it's really good because even when you go and you fill out a country and you having a great time, I know one big challenge is probably the language. How have you been adjusting when you go somewhere and you don't speak the language really good?
Use Google Translator.
Mm,
Find people that speak the language you speak. It's always good to learn a language. That's a plus. That's a plus if you know the language. A lot of the guys that in my YouTube circle, they know Spanish. My Spanish is not that good. I do understand Spanish to a degree, so I can be around people just speaking Spanish and I know what's going on. I won't be like, oh, what's going on? What are they saying? But I would say study the language, study the basics of a language of a country you're going to, even if it's a Spanish speaking country, French speaking country, um, Italian speaking country, whatever. What is it? Mandarin, China, whatever. Japanese. learn a little bit like how you doing, bye, I need this, I need that. Also, man, what I used to do back in the day, people laugh at me, man. But you can do it now on your phone. You can just like Google basic phrases in a language,
Mm,
screenshot that to your phone, and anytime you get in a jam, you try to read off of that, and that'll help you. Like, where's the bathroom? Where's the hotel at? What's a
mm,
good restaurant?
mm,
What's bad? Where places should I not go? What places is safe? What's not safe? And just have it there, and you use it as you need it.
mm, That's good. That's good.
But if you can learn a little bit of language, that'd be cool, good. But that language, English, is pretty spoken worldwide. No matter where I've been,
Yeah.
it's been pretty spoken worldwide. So you'll always find somebody to speak English. But out of respect for the country, it's good to know a little something about that country, a little bit of the language, something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hi, if it's just hi, bye, and where do I eat? You know what I mean? To learn something about that language. And I know some people do, research on the culture. Another good thing is you want to research culture because you don't want to go to a country, especially us being Americans. When we go to these other countries, we think our country's the best country, and this and that, and you can offend people. So I would tell somebody they traveling, make sure they learn the culture, a little read up on the culture of the country. What do they like and what do they don't like? Because you can go to certain countries and
Well,
the
well,
food.
how? Let's talk about it. How has that been? Like going to a country and us assuming that we have a good reputation with that country, our foreign relations with that country is good for the most part. That how we can hurt or help by how we react to people when we go to these international countries, thinking that we're American or
Yeah.
this is not up to our standard. Like, how have not been have you been successful at going places where we might or may not have a good reputation, but you've been nice, you've been, like what have you done to get a good response?
Man, I'm a humble guy, man. I stay humble. I'm a humble guy. Growing up, my mom and dad did missionary work
Mm,
in other countries. So I've been to Haiti doing missionary work, Jamaica, and different parts of the South, like South Carolina, and different other places, Puerto Rico, a whole bunch of places. I can say and name them all day. But doing missionary work in the church when I was younger. So I learned to be humble and be thankful. Like one that I had the opportunity to grow up in the States, and everything is good here. But when I go to other countries, I go there to learn. So I'm humble. I don't go there with that American mentality, like, oh, my country's better than you, or look at their roads, or why do people dress like that, or why are their food so cheap? It must not taste good if it's that cheap. You know what I mean? I
mm,
just adapt to where I'm at, and I'm humble, and I try to learn as much as I can about their lifestyle and the people. So I don't really run into it, but you do have a lot of Americans that go places and they take that American chip on their soldiers wherever they go, and that can get you in a lot. It can get you even locked up. It can get worse than that. So you gotta know where you at. You gotta know. You gotta be humble, man. You gotta be humble, and you gotta come there with a attitude to learn. Not that my country's better or my country is a first world country and your third world country and all that. You
yeah.
just have to come when you go to these other countries. You go in there to learn about their culture, learn about their lifestyle. So you have to humble yourself. You can't be like, well, if I was back in Beverly Hills, I wouldn't be eating at this. Only Mr. Childs, You got to learn. You got to be humble. I tell any American that's traveling or any European,
Right.
anybody, when you go to certain countries, just be humble. Be humble. And if it's a first world country, still be humble. You can still learn from people in France. You can learn from the people in Norway and Belgium and all these other countries, and a whole bunch of other different places. You can learn from them. I would just say, stay humble. Stay humble. I
Well,
stay humble.
well, also that's what you know, America, when we have what we call tourist areas, it's a different mentality when you have people that's from all over the world places. There's a different behavior, and I
Okay.
think even when we travel, we go to the tourist areas, and I don't know what we expect or not expect, but we
Mhm.
have to understand it's a mindset. So therefore, when we go somewhere, like people go to Cancun and they go to the resort, so people are
Mhm.
expected to be treated a certain way because the resort kind of has like a familiar feel to it because
Yes,
a
it
lot of
does.
times
It does.
it'd be American who went and built that or whatever. But you also know when you go outside of those places, you know you in for a new experience. And so the point I'm making is be always aware and ready to learn something new and to embrace something different. And that's the whole point about traveling. Unless you have made those accommodations to be on a resort or not really want to get the feel of the country, but just be in it, then you stay on those resorts where you want to get
Yeah,
pampered and stuff. But when you want to go and experience that culture, you need to know, hey, I need to get ready for a different experience because this is new. This is what I come for. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm thinking. I think people need to be ready and have that mindset that, hey, I'm here for this experience. And I want to
yeah,
know what they think about America or how Americans are treated, or let me see what this is like. You need to
yeah,
go in there with that mindset, like, yeah, I'm here for this, this new experience,
yeah. Because most countries, to be honest with you, most countries don't even like America like that. You know what I mean? We
Well,
get we
we
get a
gotta
bad
prove them
name.
wrong. We gotta prove them wrong when we get there and
Yeah,
we
yeah.
just
I always prove them wrong. I'm
prove
always
them
there.
wrong. Yeah.
I'm there. I have a good time with the people.
Yeah.
I'm real humble. I'm real laid back. You know what I mean? But a lot of people think a lot of Americans are arrogant and self-centered and this and that. You know what I mean? And we always compare. When you go to these countries, you shouldn't really compare your country to them because America is one of the top countries in the world. So a lot of countries,
Well,
it's not going to meet up to our standards. You know what I mean? And then America also sometimes we think like that we
well,
don't have problems either.
we need to know better than that because we everybody. Well, I'm not gonna say I can speak for Americans. We only show our good stuff,
Yes.
and just like with Africa, Africans say they only show their bad stuff.
Mhm.
But they say Africa had. Well, I started seeing the compounds and the clubs and the stuff over in Africa.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like, man, we got some stuff over there that make America look, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And the greenery and the, stuff that they don't see. We just see the babies with the pop bellies, and that's
Yeah.
not cool. You see what I'm saying? So same thing. We show our good stuff. We show the 5-star, 7-star hotels. We need to show Skid Row. We need to show any block on in LA what a tip
I
it's
know what
really
you
bad.
mean. Yeah.
It's really bad out here and everywhere. So at the end of the day, we need to be mindful that hey, we need to knock that off
That's true.
because we ain't got it all good here either. So, but yeah, but you definitely there for the experience, remember, and we need to embrace that. We need to embrace the fact that we traveling for that a different experience and to experience different cultures. So, explain to me what that like when you travel somewhere, and because the language barrier, the culture barrier, that you need a tourist or somebody to help you. Can that get expensive?
Sometimes you can meet people from that country, and just because you from another country and they know you might have came there with a little bit of money or something like that, they might
Exactly.
volunteer to take you around. Like people in El Salvador, they take me around all the time. They just genuine people here.
Yeah.
They're not really asking for nothing, but if they with me, I'll buy them a drink,
Give them a
buy 'em
tip
some
or something.
food. I make sure they're all right if they with me. You know what I mean? If they really cool, and I think they might be broke or something, I might give them a couple dollars to help them out. But
What about the inflation there? Like, it's a dollar really a dollar in the tourist areas, or is a dollar $100 like they say? Far as
Well, well, I can speak of right now. I'm in El Salvador, so we can speak
yeah,
about El Salvador. El Salvador, they use U.S. dollars. They've been using U.S. dollars since 2000. So
wow,
that currency is U.S. dollars. And then
wow,
they have that thing right now. They have what is it? Cryptocurrency. You can
wow.
scan everything. You can be at McDonald's
So
and use
they
crypto.
accept cryptocurrency there.
Everything. Hotels,
Wow,
Airbnbs, bars.
wow.
Probably you can scan your church offering with a cryptocurrency in El Salvador. I'm not even joking, man. They got that everywhere. Like they really went full fledged with it. It's
Wow.
everywhere. It's everywhere.
That's amazing. That's good. That's really good. Because I was thinking about how I had my cousin actually went overseas, and their experience was they went snorkeling.
What
And
country?
yeah, I want to say somewhere in Mexico. I'm not
Okay.
sure. Can't cook at them one of the resorts,
Okay.
and they had their wallet in their pocket,
hmm
and they dropped it. So when they told when the locals or could have been tourists or whoever got their help was, they went and got it.
hmm
They retrieved the wallet. My cousin was so grateful. They tipped him.
Okay.
Maybe tipped him a little bit too much.
Too
I
much.
don't know, but his
Uh-huh.
gratitude it was a nice piece of money in America.
Okay.
And as a result of that, they couldn't get rid of these. these tourist people. so what? So what about that? Like, is it
Yes.
you hear?
Yeah, it happens sometimes when they know that you have money, they'll stick to you like glue because
Oh,
most, yeah, because most of the people, man, they live on a real fixed budget. They don't really have money like that, and they know they with some guys that have a couple dollars, so now they know they can probably eat 3 meals a day. They can
mm.
probably go to the bar and drink. You know what I mean? They can probably go to parts of the country that they usually couldn't drive there, afford the money to go there. Now they got the person to take them.
And that's probably what's known in a country. Like you go to the resort area, you get money off the tourists, and we do the same thing. We go sell
Yeah.
stuff in the tourist areas, and we do good too. We got the vendors and stuff that do that as well. So,
Mhm.
it's understandable. So yeah, but I was just trying to figure out how it can that get expensive if you don't know how to maneuver that and how to count currency and stuff like that. What can you learn how to count currency?
I
What
mean, you
those
can do
numbers?
that. You can do that all online because you
Okay.
can Google. Like if I was in the Dominican Republic before I was here, Dominican Republic, they use Dominican pesos. You can go
Mm-hmm.
online and say, if I have 100 US, Google, if I have 100 US, how many Dominican pesos is that? That's
Mm-hmm.
about 6,000 pesos.
Mm.
So,
Now, when you
but
hear that, it's like,
it sounds like a lot, but Dominican
yeah,
Republic, man, that's an expensive country. So it's
yeah.
100 US, around 100 US, give or take
But
a
what can
couple
I get
dollars.
for $6,000 locally? What can I really buy?
And one push, or you talking about? I mean, it'd be like having $100 in the US. I mean, you can probably get a hotel room for like 40 or 50 bucks. Reasonable, not one of their high end ones. 40 or 50 bucks.
So I got six. I got
So that's about 2,000 of it
two
going
thousand. I
already.
got six 4,000
2,000.
left.
What happened?
I got 4,000 left. So what can I do with that 4,000 for the day?
You can go eat. You
Mhm.
can go eat. That's probably if you get like a good meal and if you drinking or anything like that, you could probably spend like 1,500 pesos, maybe a little less than that. That's like 30 US. If you really gonna try to eat a good meal, I mean, you're gonna have to Uber around, take some taxis and stuff like that as well. So that plays into it as well.
So you say a nice day there, even with the living, you're gonna spend $100 US.
No, it depends. Everybody has different habits. Some people like to drink, some people like to party, some people like to eat at expensive restaurants, even when they travel abroad.
Well, at least
Some people,
sit down restaurants. I mean, I don't think
yeah,
we're gonna do
sit
fast
down
food.
restaurants. Yeah,
Sit
that
down. Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
can do it like 20, 30 bucks a meal.
Mm-hmm.
If it's like two people, 30 bucks, 20 bucks, 30, 40 bucks. It depends on where you're eating at. Some
Okay.
people like to take their excursions. You know what I mean? They want to ride the
Yeah.
dirt bikes.
Oh, yeah.
They
That's
want to sit
money.
on the beach and they
That's
want
more
to,
money. Yeah.
yeah, do these little different things that can cost you. But I mean, $100 can stretch you. It'll stretch. It'll stretch.
Okay. Okay. And that's kind of expected. I mean, you could blow $100 here easy. You know what I'm saying? So definitely when you're abroad, you want to enjoy yourself. Okay, it makes sense. It
Yeah.
makes sense.
Shout out to my boy. I see him in the YouTube comments. Kings and Dreams. Shout
Oh,
out to you, man. Shout out to you, man.
for sure, for
I see
sure.
you, champ. I see you. I see you.
Yeah, make sure
He
y'all
said,
subscribe and share, man. I appreciate
yeah,
it.
he said, big up King Solomon.
Man,
Yeah,
thank
he
you,
said, big
brother.
up King Solomon.
Man, I
Yeah, man.
appreciate you, man. That's what it's about, man. We want to learn what do we do when we traveling on a budget, what to expect. I know now that everything is being lifted, like the mandates, the masks.
Mhm.
So it's kind of somewhat getting back to normal, but we still need to know a lot of these things when we're traveling, man. We need to know where we're going, how to maneuver, what to expect, the airport time, which varies, from place to place, how to travel effectively, how to get around that city, the tourist spots, where to live at effectively, all these things when we're traveling, when we have a good time, and when we want to spurge on excursions, or what do we do for fun, and how we do not get taken advantage of being Americans. You know what I'm saying? Because when they see you a tourist, it's like, oh, I got
Yeah, they
them.
see
Oh,
you as money. Yeah, they see you as
hey,
money.
got them. Let's go. So you got to be smart. But see, you know how to adapt because you didn't travel and you do a lot of international countries. So you know how to already. I got it, bro. I got it. You. I didn't see you on the footage. I got it. I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah,
I didn't see
yeah,
you
man.
already working. So you pretty much know how to maneuver, how to adapt. So that's why it's so important we have you on here. Talk about your expertise, world traveling. You guys know we got Philly Dom, world traveler, travel blogger. just letting us know how to travel effectively, how to travel on a budget. Let us know on the insides of things of traveling, where to live, how to live there, where to live at effectively, and how to stretch your money and have a good time, balling on the budget,
Yeah.
traveling on a budget. That's what it's about. So we really appreciate your expertise. And one of the things we want to finish on is when you're traveling and when you traveling, whether by yourself or with a group, what is safety, as we know, is the one of the most important things.
Safety, yes, that's the number one
Safety,
thing.
number
That's
one
safe
thing.
because you don't want to go travel somewhere and something bad happens. So you don't want that.
Yeah.
Safety is number one. Most countries that I've traveled to, you can take Ubers. If you can't take Ubers, take taxis. I take public transportation, but I do videos, and I'm sort of familiar with countries, so I know how to move a little different.
You
I
want to
know what to
see
look for.
everything.
Yeah, I'm an advanced. I'm what you call an advanced traveler.
Yeah.
But I would say to take Ubers or taxis. And if you take a taxi, because some countries don't have Ubers, believe it or not, this is 2022. Some countries don't have Ubers like that. Make sure you get like the same driver or a driver that the hotel or the Airbnb or the hostel recommends for you, one of their drivers, somebody that they can vouch for, that you can trust.
Mm.
And the same rules it applies when you travel abroad. People think it's different when you go abroad. If you're in a neighborhood, you don't feel safe, get out of there.
Mm.
Make sure you don't show wads of money. Don't pull out wads of money if you don't have to. Swipe your card much as you can, if you can. Some countries, when you travel, they don't let you swipe your card. Like I was in DR and Sasua, man. Like Sasua pisses me off with that. There's a lot of places you can't swipe your card there. They just want your cash. They want your cash. El Salvador, you can swipe your card anywhere. Like where I'm at in the Zona Rosa area, San Benito area, I can swipe my card anywhere. Anywhere. I don't have to physically pull cash out anywhere.
Yeah.
Just make sure if you with a female, make sure she hides her pocketbook. To be honest with you, I'm gonna be dead honest. If you traveling abroad and you with a female, she don't even need to come out with her pocketbook.
Mm-hmm.
As long as she got like an ID in her pocket and y'all got the money, anything less to attract you guys that people won't see, you don't even have to dress down. Some people say dress down. No, dress how you would dress in the States. I wouldn't have all the fancy chains and the rings and overdo it. But if you got a nice shirt, nice pants, you know what I mean, go out. Nice watch. I wouldn't wear nice watches. You don't want really nothing for them to like target you.
No,
And
absolutely.
not of places to even be super safe. Stay in the tourist zones. Ask everybody where the tourist zones at. I'm in
Yeah.
El Salvador. I'm in a place called Zona Rosa. I'll keep saying it over and over. San Benito. This is a tourist area. Stay to the tourist traps. There's not really no need for you to really be going to the dangerous places, because even the El Salvadorians or the Dominicans or the Haitians, wherever they live, they don't try to go to them areas if they don't have to.
Exactly.
Unless they live there. So why would you go there? I go there because I do these real street videos. But
Yeah.
I do them I do the videos so you can see them, so you don't have to go there.
Right. Yeah. Or we can know what to expect going there.
If you go there, what could happen?
Exactly. Shout out to Jess Sony, man. She shouted us out, man. That's good. Look, everybody still coming in, shouting us out. They loving it, man. So I want also actually we can end with this. You you did Salvi, you did Haiti. Like what else? I know you also Mexico. You've been to Mexico.
Yeah,
like,
I've been to a lot of countries.
Yeah, you've been to a lot of countries. So what else have not gone that's on your radar?
I want to go, man. You're gonna crack up when I tell y'all this country. Y'all gonna laugh when I tell y'all this country, because you're gonna laugh, man. It's in the Balkans. It's in
wow,
Serbia. I don't know if anybody ever heard of Serbia. I want to go to Serbia because when I worked in Alaska, I worked with a whole bunch of guys from Serbia, and I promised them I was gonna go there. Granted, they're having a war right now in Ukraine. Yeah, Serbia is not too far from there, but I called them. They said it's not really. They told me it's not really affecting them like that. They know what's going on, but I think they have refugees coming to their country from Ukraine and stuff like that. But they said the country's still moving as usual. But I want to go to Ukraine. I mean, I wanted to go to Ukraine. I can't go right now, but Serbia definitely on the list. Guyana definitely on the list.
Now Guyana is.
It's in South America. It's the only English-speaking country in South America, and definitely. The big one on my list, man, because I've been to Europe and stuff, but I haven't recorded that since I've been a YouTuber. But I'm gonna make it my point to go. I gotta go back and hit a lot of countries. I've been to a lot of places in the Caribbean that I didn't record, like Jamaica, Puerto Rico, and a couple other countries. So I want to go there to record. But the big one on my list is Africa. I want to go to Africa and I want to sit there for a couple months. How I sat when I sat in Haiti for like 7 months. I want to sit in the continent of Africa for a while. I mean, I don't want to just be in one country. I want to move around a little bit and check out. That'd be the big one for me to go to Africa. I got strong connects in Kenya. I'm strong. That's the strongest country I have people in. My boy I Am I was from there. He lives there. That's the guy that started me with YouTube. And it's a lot of other good YouTubers out there. Mr. Ghana Baby, Wada Maya, I Am Maya, and all them out there. So I want to, move around to Ghana, Nigeria.
That'll be big. That'll be huge.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely do that one, man. That one is heavy.
When that'll be huge. If you go to Africa and you visit several countries in Africa, that'll be huge.
Yeah.
But you gotta do Jamaica first, though. You gotta do Jamaica first.
Yeah, I gotta go to Jamaica. I've been to Jamaica plenty of times. I used to go there all the time with my dad when I was younger.
Yeah, you gotta record it because we want to see.
I gotta go and record it.
Because one thing about you have the camera and you be out walking and you be like in the streets, you come through the streets, like we be seeing, like it's almost as when you go home and you be like, on the corner of Gibson, what's the name at? And like you can see, like he passed by, he right there by the Circle K, right there on the corner. Like you can see everything, and that's what you look for when you go back home. And I know people see those videos and say, "Man, you right in the hood, you right in my neighborhood, you right in my community. I see everything."
Yeah,
that's the thing about what you do when you out there getting it. So if you would go to Jamaica and we see Kingston through your eyes and you out in the streets, Kingston 310 and 8, it's like, oh man, he's showing us the non-resort area. You showing us the real get it. You know what I'm saying?
The real get it. When they get it.
Big up. You know what I'm saying? Bumbler.
Big up to all my Jamaicans.
Jamaicans. So yeah, for sure. But man, we thank you, Philly Don, man. Like I'm so proud of you, man. You do your thing. You've been doing your thing now for some years, and you definitely put in that work. And man, you just go. I know you're gonna keep it going. It's gonna continue to grow, gonna continue to blow up, and we're gonna be right here, to help you, every step of the way, and support you in where we can.
Appreciate you.
So let people know where they can find you, how they can support you.
They can find me on Instagram at @IAM_Philly Dom. You can follow me on there. I'm slacking on there, guys. I need to put more videos up and different things and more pictures and different things up. But you can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook at Philly Dom. And then obviously I have my YouTube channel, which is Philly Dom. You can find me on there as well, which is my strongest outlet right now is my YouTube.
For sure.
Yeah, but I would tell people that's traveling, take a chance in life and travel. Don't be scared. You know what I mean? I understand some people are locked in the States. They got good jobs. They got kids. They got families. They got wives. I get it. They might have a loved one that's sick that they got to take care of. But if you can, I would challenge anybody that's watching out there, Instagram land, YouTube land, Facebook land, wherever you're watching from. Step out on faith and travel to another country that's different from yours. Even if you're from the States and you go to Canada, that's something different culture. Go to the Dominican Republic, go to Haiti, go to Puerto Rico, go to Europe, wherever your heart desire, go to Africa. Everybody got different, country that they know they want to visit or a country they think is cool. Go to one of the countries and enjoy yourself. Have a good time. You only live once, man. The best education you can have in life is travel, man. You can Google stuff all day. You can YouTube stuff all day. You can watch people on Instagram travel places. But when you go there and you're on that soil and you feel the people, the culture, the food, the vibe, there's nothing second to that, man. There's nothing second to that. You'll learn a lot of stuff about yourself. Also, you'll notice that you broaden your horizons. You see something different. Because growing up in the States and you stay, and in the States, you're just limited. Your thinking is limited to what's around you, believe it or not. But when you go to other countries and other places, it opens you up to like new religions, new cultures, new way of doing, maybe even a new way for you to get money that you would have never thought about, that you didn't see that. You didn't see that in the U.S. because of the way the U.S. is structured. And then you go down to another country and then it works out for you. Like you got a lot of brothers down in Sosúa, the Dominican Republic. People always hear about the sex travel and all that, the negative part of it. But you got a lot of brothers and you got a lot of white boys that noticed that a lot of people come there. They have a lot of European tourists and they have a lot of American tourists. And guys have set up shop down there and opened up businesses and restaurants and bought up properties and Airbnb, buying up properties and Airbnb and also they could have easily did that in the States, but obviously they saw the opportunity in another country abroad. If they didn't travel, they would have never known about that window of opportunity in the Dominican Republic for them to buy property, for them to open up restaurants and open up different things out there. Because I was in the North Coast. This is the longest I ever stayed in the Dominican Republic in the North Coast. It's Sosua, Puerto Plata, what is it, Cabarete, and some other towns all in that area. And that's like an expat hub. It's a lot of expats from the U.S., Canada, Europe, and I mean, it's like a little America over there, a little United States over there. So I mean, take some time out of your life, out of your busy hustle life, because I know we all hustling, especially from the States. I can vouch for people in the States. I grew up in the States. I already know about the hustle and grind in the States. Take the opportunity, travel, see other places, go to other countries, do other things. Even right before I started doing YouTube, I was already in the mindset I wanted to travel more, and I had like trying to figure it out. So I worked in Alaska for a couple of years in the seafood processing industry on the docks, in the factories. They have the boats as well, and I did that job because you can make a whole bunch of money in like 3 to 6 months, and then the rest of the year you could just take off and travel or do whatever you do. But my passion, my love is traveling. So that gave me opportunity to be able to work a successful job and still be able to travel. But I would just challenge anybody that's watching today, take the chance out in life, travel, see some other countries, go places. Don't take whatever you hear on the news and stuff. Like people, if I listened to what the news said, I would have never come to El Salvador. Because the way the news talks about El Salvador, you would have thought once you jump off the plane, they're going to chop you up with a machete and rob you and take all your money. And it's not that. Every place has its good and bad. The U.S., I'm from the U.S., I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, one of the most craziest cities in the United States, man. I mean, you can Google it, you can check it, you can do
No, for
whatever you
sure.
want.
Keep it a beam. Keep it a
Yeah.
beam. It's
The
crazy.
U.S. is dangerous. The U.S., what people don't understand, and there's no shade on the U.S., because everything I got and everything that made me came out of that country.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah, it's the U.S., but it's a dangerous country too. People
No,
get shot
absolutely.
there and stabbed every day.
No,
You don't have to
absolutely.
go to another country to get killed. People get killed in the U.S. every day. So I don't know
Yeah.
why people don't want to take the chance to jump on a plane and get a passport and go somewhere else and see something different. Because a lot of people, when you talk to them, they always tell you like, it's dangerous there. Is the U.S. safe? Is that safe?
Yeah.
I'm sitting in other countries, and it's embarrassing to watch the news sometimes when it comes on my YouTube feed about the U.S. I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed. Somebody got
Especially,
shot
and you
in
know how
mass
this,
shooting. It's crazy. It's
and you
crazy.
know how the country here treats us as far as the laws.
Uh-huh.
You might get a better experience. I heard you go to some parts of Europe,
Yeah.
they treat you a little bit better over there. So
They
you
do
never
if you're
know.
not from there. When you're not from there, people always intrigued to know about you, what you
Yeah.
like, what you don't like, because
Yeah.
you're different from them. Because they so used to being around people that's like-minded or similar to what they are. So when they get a foreigner that comes from U.S. or Canada, it's something different. We do stuff different. We talk different.
Yeah.
We dress different.
Yeah.
Our minds are
No,
different. How we
we love their
think.
accent and they
Yeah,
love
they like
ours.
accents.
And
You know what I
yeah.
mean? We
So
eat different
yeah.
foods. Like it's a whole bunch of stuff to learn, man.
Yeah, for sure.
So I
So it's
challenge you
beautiful.
guys, man. I challenge you. I ain't mean to do my little rant there, but like my little travel rant.
He definitely passionate about traveling, and that's what it's about. People sit there because Tara Business say YOLO.
Uh-huh.
She was like, "Fact." She's all into it. She's definitely want you to
Yeah,
do more traveling. She totally agreed with you because she's been going crazy with her comments. Tara Business. So
yeah,
that's people are definitely resonating with this, and
yeah,
like you say, some people never would do it if they didn't see somebody like you being passionate about it,
yeah,
encouraging them about it. They probably would never do it because we so used to being in our comfort zone. We
yeah.
probably would never do it because
They would
I
never
know for
travel or
me,
go nowhere. They'll
we
just do
talk
the
about
same
it, but
stuff
then
over and over.
we talk about it, but then we don't actually ever do it. So it's so funny because I'm gonna tell you this story about traveling. My cousin, you
Uh-huh.
know how you purchase something early to get the deal on it. So
Uh-huh.
she purchased this cruise
Uh-huh.
on a group, and her partner backed out at the last minute.
Wow.
Now, you know, at a certain point, you can't get a refund. You'll lose your
Yeah, you
deposit.
gotta go. You
Right.
gotta go, or you're gonna lose
Okay.
that ticket.
So my cousin was like, "Help me get out of this bind. I need, to come with somebody. It's this cruise, da 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 da." And so I went, and I don't think I ever would have done it if she didn't, encourage me and just be like, "Hey, I need you to help me out this bind. Let's do it." I'm like, "Cruise, I don't know," and I went and I had a good time. It was really nice, and I probably would never done it if she didn't, be like, "Hey, help me out. I'm gonna lose my deposit." I
You
said,
gotta
"Okay,
come with me. You
sure.
gotta come with me. You gotta come with me.
You gotta
Yeah.
come, gotta come." Like,
You
okay.
had an amazing time.
I flew down to Miami because I ain't never been to Miami either. So it went out to Miami too. So I got to go to Miami.
Yeah.
I seen downtown ocean. Like it was grown and sexy. It was beautiful. We were on a cruise for about a week. Went to Mexico, went to Cozumel. Oh my God, it was beautiful. We went to the Florida Keys. Oh,
Yeah.
it was really nice, really nice.
That's cool.
I enjoyed myself. So that's really, that's true. Sometimes you guys, so some people like you, they need to hear you be passionate about it, give them that insight about it, so they can feel more comfortable about doing it. And some people will probably never do it if they didn't have that motivation to do it, because we don't want to go nowhere. You know how we do it.
And
They're in
then
the same little confine of our
yeah,
comfort,
that comfort zone. Sometimes anybody that was successful at anything or was happy about anything stepped out of their comfort zone. Sometime in life you got to step out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, for sure. So thank you so much for being here, man. You definitely gonna come back on, and I'll be on your platform real soon, and we continue to collab. Make sure everybody share this video. Thank you so much, Instagram, YouTube. Make sure you guys subscribe, share, hit the link. The link is in a comment on YouTube as well as on Instagram in the bio. The link is in the bio. Take you straight to YouTube. Make sure you guys subscribe on both Instagram and YouTube. Really, really appreciate it. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you, Dom. And until next time, travel blogging Philly Dom. Check him out. Follow him. Watch him and learn how to travel. Learn the ins and outs of traveling. Definitely follow his page and learn everything about traveling, world traveling and domestic. Learn on Philly Dom page. Is wonderful travel blogger, the best.
I'm
Thank you so
trying. I'm
much,
trying. I'm
man.
trying.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I
And
wanted
we
to
could
say
be
one little thing because I know
Go ahead.
the title was
Go
about
ahead.
this
End it out.
travel expensive.
Yeah.
Everybody has a different budget because some people think they need a lot of money to travel. You don't really need a lot of money to travel, guys. You don't really need a lot of money to travel. You just if you're in the States and you or Canada, Europe, wherever, and you're trying to go to a country, you know your habits. You know if you drink, you know if you like to eat at fine dining, you know your habits. So just save your money for that if you're going to travel somewhere. Save your money for that so you know if I'm going to drink every day or I'm going to eat at these expensive restaurants or I'm going to do all these different expensive excursions and different things like that. This is what I have to have. But I mean, traveling can be expensive as cheap as possible. A lot of people, we like to live outside of our budget, especially in the US. We like to live outside our budget. So keep it within your budget. Set your travels to another country. Like if you was going to go down to Miami. Miami is a good example. That's an expensive place. You were just talking about it. That's an expensive place.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can afford to go to Miami, you can definitely afford to go to Colombia. You can afford to go to Dominican Republic. You can afford to go to Jamaica. Trust me, you'll be all right.
Wow. There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Till next time, guys. Make sure you guys share, subscribe, share this video, comment. We want to hear from you. Official website, KingSimonEntertainment.tv. Till next time, guys, King Simon, Philly Dom, signing out.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you so much. All right, brother. See you.
We out. We
All
out.
right, we out. We out, guys.
Oh, yeah.